RealCapTalk, episode 103. It's your boy Corey.
And it's your boy Mike.
Now, today, a lot came out in sports, specifically basketball, this NBA stuff, so it's going to be hoop heavy.
Yeah, pretty much. The Bleacher Report and ESPN dropped these lists. And me and Corey know they're kind of clickbait. Like, it's kind of build the hype up for the season. But, I mean, it's dry out here. So we got to talk about something. And these lists are kind of controversial. They're making waves all over Twitter.
They are very controversial. But before we go and analyze this list, I really want to see what is the grading criteria of this list. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, this list is nothing but cap. This list is nothing but cap. Like, they get some right, but most of it is terrible.
I'd say the Bleacher Report one is better than the ESPN one.
I agree.
The Bleacher Report one,
it's
so
closer.
The way it is, yeah, so the Bleacher Report's the top 50 of all time, and then ESPN is top NBA players going into this season.
So we're going to get into this ESPN list first. They give a top 50 right now. So just to give y'all a top, we're going to tell y'all the top 10. So they got Giannis number 1. They got Kawhi number 2. They got LeBron number 3. James Harden 4. Anthony Davis 5. Steph 6. Nikola 7. Joel Embiid 8. They have Dame 9. And they have Paul George 10.
All right, so just off of that top 10, I'm going to say it. If you're basing it off of last year and going into this year, Paul George should be higher. Damian Lillard should be higher. Embiid should be lower. Jokic should be lower. And Steph Curry should be higher. Anthony Davis should be lower.
I don't think Steph should be higher.
You take Steph over Anthony Davis going into this year?
No. But we're going to take Anthony Davis a little lower, but put Paul George there.
I'll tell you what.
I'm taking Paul over Steph.
Give me your 5 then going into this year. Your
going
top 5.
Into this year. Now this is strictly. Now if this is how I read. This is strictly based off last year's performance and going into this year's the starting of next year. Hence why KD's not in this list.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about the start of next year, I'm gonna go healthy LeBron. I'm taking healthy LeBron number 1. I'm going to go Kawhi number 2. I'm going Giannis 3. I think, now that I think about it, Paul George probably went down because he's playing with but then he played with Russ last year, so I can't say that. So yeah, I'm taking Paul George 4 based on how he played last year.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have got hurt, that team would have won a lot farther last year.
Yeah.
OKC.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Well, because it was his shooting shoulder. Remember, shoulder, not shoulder.
He said it was good though. If you tell me you're good, I'm not giving you that excuse.
I don't know, whatever. But what?
I like Anthony Davis 5.
All right, so that's your 5. So you got LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis, Paul George, and Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. Scratch Anthony Davis, James Harden.
Okay. So my 5 would be Kawhi 1. Then I put Giannis 2 is the MVP, right? Giannis 2. Then I go based off of last year, and I'm a Spurs fan, so I don't like James Harden. But I'm gonna put James Harden 3. Man averaged 36, 37 last year, that's crazy.
That's fair.
So him 3. I'll go LeBron 4, and I'll go Steph 5. That's mine. And I'll put Paul George 6 right out there.
Okay, so the biggest controversial thing, number 1, everybody is mad because Klay is 40-something.
Yeah, Klay's like 47.
The only thing I don't like about this, if you're going to not put KD in because he's hurt, I guess he's supposed to miss the entire year. So I don't want to let you slide, but I'll let you slip. I can let you slide, but I'm going to let you slip. But if you're not going to put KD in the top 5, in the list, period, don't put Klay in there because he's going to miss projectedly half the season.
Yeah, I guess I get it because Klay might come back, but people are all pissed off because they put like Zion like 42 and Klay like 47.
Devin Booker is extremely.
Yeah, they put D-Book 30.
Extremely
they
high.
Yeah, they put him below fucking. They put Trae Young over him.
Yeah.
They put who else did they put?
Luka. They put Luka over him.
Gobert.
Yeah,
CJ?
Rudy Gobert is 14. And defensively, I can understand that, and then they have CJ 13 over Cat. Cat is better than Rudy and CJ.
The one that disrespected, they put Kemba Walker 17.
Yeah, they have Luka's 16, right? Luka's 16, and then Kemba is 17.
No way.
That's Cap.
Kemba should be right outside the top 10, like 13.
Kemba should. Cat should be outside the 10 too.
Brad Beal balled out last year, man. It's 19.
Yeah, I like Bradley Beal. That's pretty fair. Donovan Mitchell's 20. That's fair. Jimmy Butler's 21.
He should be higher.
But the problem with Jimmy is he went to different teams, played a little,
dude,
a little weird.
This list is whack.
I love Trae Young at 28.
I love Trae Young. I'm probably one of the. I love Trae Young straight up, but like 28, no way.
Yeah, 28. I'll be killing with Trae Young on 2K.
Yeah.
If you let me get my Badger 2K, loss. L.
Trae is not better than D Book. There's like no way. And then the one that they were disrespected, they put
DeMar DeRozan.
They put DeMar like 46. What the fuck did they put him at?
They have 46.
46.
Yeah, that's a little.
That's some bullshit. That's what that is. Because think of what better shooting guards are there? 2 guards are there in the league right now.
You go James Harden number 1.
And then Clay. Then who?
If Jimmy Butler's,
I put him at 3.
He's been playing the 2-3, so
I put him at 3.
All right, then you got Paul George. He's been also playing the 2-3.
He's a 3.
But yeah, I think he's gonna play the 3 with the Clippers. He played the 3, but he started off as a 2, so I don't know how you do that.
So I'm not taking CJ McCollum over DeMar. Sorry.
They're right there. That's fair.
And I'm not taking. I take D-Book over DeMar, maybe, but
I take
DeMar's
I'm
third,
not
fourth
mad.
best shooting guard in the league.
I'm not mad at CJ over DeMar. I'm not mad at that.
Nah, I don't get it.
That's fair. I wouldn't be mad at somebody taking either one. CJ's a bucket, and he played outstanding in the playoffs.
How the fuck is Kevin Love 43? That man shouldn't even be top 70.
I don't know how he got that high up because he didn't do anything last year.
Vucevic. Kyle Lowry is over DeMar.
Kyle Lowry over DeMar at that 39. Draymond Green. They finally. That's kind of fair. I'm so glad people stopped hyping up Draymond Green. Last 2 years, he's the most overrated player in the NBA.
Yo, I love Jason Tatum too, but no way he's 35. That means they're expecting him to go off this year. If he's 35 and fucking...
I like JT.
I like him too, but you think he's ready?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like JT.
I like him too. Kristaps, what the... Okay,
Kristaps
I'm done with this
34.
fucking list.
All right, so basically, our judgment on this ESPN list is basically that is terrible.
Yeah, that's cap.
It's terrible. They didn't get much right, but I think they got the top 3 right in the wrong order.
Yeah.
But the top 3 is fair. But I guess if you get MVP, you get number 1, I guess.
Stop disrespecting Steph Curry, y'all. Man, it changes the game.
Steph Curry, people not going to like this right now. And I don't even know how I feel about this, but he's probably going to go down as the top 3 point guard of all time.
Shit, he might be... Right now, at this point, he's probably number 2.
Over John Stockton?
Yeah.
Over Magic?
No.
So he's got to be over one of them.
I think Magic is number 1.
Okay, Magic is hands down number 1.
I love John Stockton. And me personally, I would take him over Magic Johnson, but I understand when people say Magic's the greatest point guard of all time.
So the argument with Steph is he already have more rings than any other point guard. Other top point guard than Magic.
And he has 2 MVPs.
Excluding Magic, yeah.
And I think if Steph gets one more ring, which is fair, I think that's still in reach. He's only 31. He can be better. And I think if he keeps up the way he's playing right now for like the next 3 years, he'll be better than Magic.
So, wow, I didn't know you was going to say better than Magic. I don't know about that. The downside to Steph is that he has no final MVPs.
See, but that's the most overrated shit in the world, bro.
I disagree. I think it almost means more than the MVP. It almost holds more weight than the MVP.
Okay, but think about this. Steph... Those are inflated. Finals MVPs are inflated because like Andre Iguodala. Think about this. Like Andre Iguodala, I love that guy. Guy's a Hall of Famer, integral part of the Warriors. And if y'all don't like the Warriors, y'all are just pissed off because they ran the league for like the last 6 years. That's basketball nirvana. If you're a real hoop fan,
the last 2 years.
They've been doing this shit since like 2013.
You could say 3 years because they broke the record, but then they got beat.
Since like 2013 was when they were.
Where did we end? We're
when
in
they pulled up.
2019, and they've been killing for five years.
5-6 years.
They've been in the finals for. They got 2 with KD, and then 1 before that, and then they lost. So the last 4 or 5 years, they've been pretty much on the come up.
They were the
dynasty.
Yeah, for sure. And people hate it because they ran the league and they were so damn good and they had fucking Boogie and KD but like, yeah, I get like you're mad, but that's literally like the best hoop you're gonna probably ever see.
I'll be honest. I was fine until KD came. That's when I was like,
and I was mad because I'm a Russ fan, but like, I got over it. Like after a couple months, I got over him leaving because then like that team was so fun to watch. Like Steph, he can hezzy pull up, and if he ain't feeling like it, just kick it out to Clay in the corner. And if Clay doesn't feel like doing that, maybe he backs around and shoots a fucking fadeaway from the fucking mid range. If he don't want to do that, then he can just say, "Hey, fuck it, let's give it to Kevin Durant, the best scorer of all damn time, and he can yam on you, he can shoot over you, he can cross you up, he can fucking do anything he wants." Bro, that shot over.
My point is over LeBron.
The shot over LeBron when they won the finals.
People like to
tell me that's not cold.
But let's talk about how
that's
LeBron used to
cold-blooded.
bust him when he was at OKC.
Yeah.
In the finals too. People forget about that. LeBron
no, I don't.
gave him. I'm not saying you, but people tend to forget about this.
But LeBron was in his prime, and Kevin Durant was like fucking 22, 23,
I don't
skinny ass.
Excuse. I don't. Didn't he win MVP? He won MVP like a year or so
after that.
After or before?
After that, yeah.
So
that was 2012, and he won in 2013, I think. Or something.
I don't agree with that. I don't want to hear that. He was young type thing.
That's prime LeBron, bro.
Okay, but in this, if you're gonna use the
nobody guarding that man.
If you're gonna use the KD Young excuse, I'm gonna use the excuse that LeBron had nobody. This last year, or not this last year. The last year they played. Yeah.
Okay, but. Man, see, okay, if you're going to use that excuse, then don't come at me saying, "Oh, LeBron's been to 6 straight finals," because he didn't go through nobody.
It was 8 or 9. If you can't really, oh man,
who they play? Young ass Boston and Jason Tatum to get there. Come on, man.
More than half the times of him going to the finals, the best team in the league was in the East, which was the Raptors. They like 3 to 4 times they had the best record.
Best team in the league.
They had the best record in the league going into the playoffs like 3 or 4 times.
That shit don't matter.
Oh man,
because you know who they played? Golden State. You know who Golden State had to play? James Harden and the Rockets. You know how they had to fucking play? The Spurs, the Nuggets, the Jazz.
I don't control how they make the schedules, but record says Raptors was the best team in the league multiple times.
The Raptors would have been like the 5 seed in the fucking West that year.
No, not the 5 seed. Not the 5 seed. They
that Cavs
played
team?
extremely well. People always say the Raptors suck because they always play LeBron at the end, and so it taints their whole season. But Raptors in the regular season always play pretty good.
Dude, that Cavs team put like 8th, 9th seed in the West that year.
What year?
The year that JR fucked up and they ended up losing in 4 and got swept.
No, they'll still make the playoffs. LeBron is making the playoffs in this prime. I don't care at what number.
That's what people said last year.
LeBron is making. He got hurt.
People said it last year.
He got hurt.
People said it like it was guaranteed. When he went to LA, oh shit, LA getting the top seed. They got Bron. Bron doesn't miss the playoffs.
People say that excluding the man getting hurt.
No, I recognize it. I know he got hurt, and you know what I'm saying with that.
Okay.
See, I sound like a major Bron hater. And
you do,
and I'm not, and I'm not. But I hate the thing that pisses me off, man. Is just appreciate him. You don't have to fucking.
You're not a major LeBron hater, just a low key.
No, I hate LeBron fans. I hate they call them Bron sexuals.
That's fair.
They don't shut the hell up, bro. It's every day. Some Nick Wright looking dumbass comes up to me like, "Oh well, LeBron went to back-to-back finals, and in the finals in the playoffs, he averaged like 30, and 30. Like, man, no one's guarding him in his prime. No, Bron, whenever he had that headband and that arm sleeve, man, he yamming on bitches. No, fuck no. Come on, dude.
All right, but okay, let me say this. KD has 2 asterisks by his 2 rings. He still got 2 asterisks by his rings. So
the rings.
Back to what you said. Going to the Warriors, it did make me mad. That made me mad because and I don't care what you say. You can't compare that to LeBron going to Miami.
You know what I can compare it to? So, all right, you're a Kobe hater, right?
I am. Look, I'll say this. I will objectively criticize Kobe. Now, I used to not be able to do this. Like, if you knew me 3-4 years ago, I'll tell you, like, I hate Kobe, and I'll terribly criticize him. I've come to the conclusion that I have to respect him, but I am a Kobe hater.
Yeah, and so, the exact situation with Kevin Durant bitching out and going to the 7-3-9 team with Golden State is the same thing with Shaq bitching out because he didn't want to be with Kobe no more and going to Miami.
Stop.
Nah, listen, it's not the same thing because Miami isn't Golden State.
Exactly.
But it's the same thing as it affected Russ and Kobe the same exact way. And this is what I'm about to say. Listen to me. So, Kobe, you hate him because you said, in his prime, he missed the playoffs by himself.
No.
Listen.
Wait.
He went off.
Let me tell the real reason why I hate Kobe.
But you know who also went off after the superstar left?
Okay, just
Russ.
wait. Let me tell him what's real and why I really don't like Kobe. So, okay, first, the dude's a snitch. The dude is a snitch.
That doesn't matter. That's not who.
Well, I didn't like him as a person because what he did, which translated to him hooping. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So I gotta talk real. Number one, he was a snitch. I didn't like him when I was younger. Obviously, you ain't know much about basketball when you was like when we're kids. I mean, it's fair to say now because of the stat I'm gonna give. He was a ball hog, and it's fair to say that now because he's missed the most shots in NBA history. But let me keep going. And then
I'm shaking my head right
and
now.
and then when him and Shaq left, I took Shaq's side, and so I didn't like Kobe. And then the beef, like how it wasn't like social media real back then, and I was kind of young too. But I liked Shaq more, and then.
Shaq was a bitch too, though.
Oh man, that's
Shaq was like personality wise. He even says it himself. I was lazy, bro. Like I didn't give a shit.
So he's still a top 5 player all time.
But whenever you're competitive as fuck like Kobe and you're just trying to be like Mike and get all those rings,
then don't snitch. Mike ain't a snitch.
Then don't have a fucking teammate that can get you another 4 fucking rings out there eating fucking KFC every night because he said, "Fuck it, I'm Shaq. I'm still gonna yam on bitches."
You can call him lazy, but at the same time, not one person in the NBA could still stop him. Fat, whatever.
Greg Popovich.
Come on, bro.
He did. He did.
He stopped the team. He didn't. He stopped the team.
Shaq became ineffective because they changed the rules and Greg Popovich started doing hack a Shaq.
Yeah, but even then, it's not one person that can say I'll give Shaq buckets or I'm holding Shaq to under 30.
No one can say that about Kobe.
So even lazy, you can't say that.
No one can say that holding Kobe.
But the thing is about Shaq, you can't say I'm gonna hold him to. He's gonna give you 30, and he could give you 40 and miss 3 to 5 shots a game, shooting 60-70%.
All right, whatever.
Let's get back.
Yeah, let's get back to the list.
I just had to tell y'all why I don't like Kobe because he was making it seem like I just purely hate him for no reason. There's a reason to my method to my madness. But go ahead, finish your point on.
Oh, with the Russ and Kobe thing?
Yeah.
All right, so whenever KD left, Russ goes out, and obviously, I ain't talking to Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And he averages a triple-double and all that stuff, the bullshit in the All-Star game where they don't look at each other and walk right past each other.
Yeah.
Kobe did the same thing. Kobe went off for 81, 60 in the Garden, giving buckets to everybody. Looking you dead in the eye after he gives you 30 in 2 quarters, like, oh, I'm going to go for more. I'm going to go for 50. I'm going to go for 60. And he said it himself, like, yeah, the knock is, like, I shot the ball too much. But he said, I tried to do it all by myself, and that's bad basketball. But I had tried to prove a point, and he did. He proved the point that he was the baddest man on that court.
How
the baddest? Because think about
you can't say this because people say if you're going to say he's the baddest man on the court and miss the playoffs, then LeBron is still the baddest right now. Even though he missed the play. But you're going to say LeBron's not the baddest because he missed the playoffs.
You know what the sole difference between a Kobe-type player and a LeBron-type player is?
His mental. His killer mentality.
Nah. Because I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. LeBron will beat Kobe fucking 21-10 in a game on one-on-one. But he done got the heart like Kobe does.
You gotta stop saying that. And this is like the dude scored 50 in a finals game. You say he don't have the killer mentality. Like at this point, it's literally nothing LeBron can do to to change that narrative that people have that he's not that he doesn't have
Because
a killer mentality. And
Dog.
and let me stop this. This killer mentality, just because you take the last shot, is terrible.
That's not even
If you
it.
take the last shot, double team, it's terrible. So I hate when people say he doesn't have this killer mentality just because
Dog.
it's a terrible narrative.
You want to talk about true basketball? All right. Greg Popovich, greatest basketball coach of all time, right? That can't be that.
1 and 2.
Who's two?
Phil.
Nah.
1 and 2 with him
Nah.
and Phil.
Nah, because no. This is another argument. Fucking Phil had Michael Jordan,
All right, okay.
Scotty, LeBron,
They're
or
1
not
and
LeBron,
2.
fucking Kobe and
They're
Shaq.
1 and 2. They're 1 and 2. They're 1 and 2.
Okay.
But we'll keep going.
No, it's Popovich. The man played true basketball. He didn't lean on superstars. Tim Duncan,
I mean,
most unflashy superstar of all time.
David Robinson, Tony, like he's also had a lot of players
But
too.
they don't compare to fucking Michael, Kobe, Shaq. Those are fucking top 10 players of all time.
And the length that Pop had them compares to the length that Phil played.
Whatever. That's not the point. But
Okay.
my point is, Pop. I've seen it. Where Pop's like, look, I understand. Like he's known for basketball, the beauty of the game or whatever. In 2014, where they're passing like 50 times and then getting the open three and kicking LeBron's ass. But he's saying, look, if you have a guy like that, like Kobe or like LeBron or like Tim Duncan, it's get out of the fucking way. I'm not giving you a nice fucking draw-up play because I know if you're the baddest man on this fucking court right now, this man could get buckets to anybody. I don't care if you put one guy or 4 guys on him. And you know what the thing is, though? Like, I never understood what was like with LeBron. And I kind of get it now because he's older. But when he was younger, nobody's stopping LeBron when he wants to go to the hoop. Nobody.
It's still the same thing.
And no, it's not because he
That
didn't have
narrative
hops
still
no more. He's
applies.
still as strong. But the thing is,
You can't tell me that
he doesn't have hops like he used to.
You can't.
He
tell
didn't.
me
He
that.
doesn't.
Did you see that man dunk on?
It's not the same.
Joseph Nurkic.
It's not the
Come
same.
on, bro.
It's not the same. He doesn't get his up as
his
more as he used to.
athleticism is not going down like that.
Anyways, that's not the point either.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, LeBron, like, if there's 2 seconds left, it's 91-92, and the Cavs are down. I'm saying, LeBron, I'm giving you a high pick and roll, drive to the fucking hoop, and you're trying to yam on somebody, and
That's
I guarantee
fine.
you you're getting fucking fouled. That
That's fine.
never happened.
Don't say that.
Never.
Okay. Don't
because
say- don't say-
LeBron's always cop out was, I'm trying to make the good basketball play. If I got Kyle Korver open in
Okay.
the corner, I got to hit the Kyle Korver. If I got Mike Miller here, or if I got fucking
So
Zendaya Shellgalkis in the post,
So
I'm gonna
let's
throw it
stop
up.
this and quit acting like he never does take the last shot because
He does. He got
Okay.
that shit in Toronto, and he's got the shit when he was a fucking rookie against
Exactly.
whatever.
We could keep going. He has way more than that, but we're not gonna. That's not what this is about.
But
let's he does make the best play possible, and somehow that's his downfall.
because if you look, man, the soul, the thing that makes people love basketball, it isn't the beauty of the game. As much as I'm a Spurs fan, shit, that shit can get boring sometimes. But basketball is at its purest form. There's a broken ass basket on some wooden fucking plank, and it's you and your friend, and it says, "Look, I'm better than you." Now that's not fives, but that's the heart of basketball. That's where it came from. And if LeBron is that guy, he should say, "Get out of the fucking way." I'm LeBron James, and he
look,
doesn't do it.
This is the thing. If I'm LeBron, I don't care about what any of you fans have to think. I'm trying to get me a ring, and if I'm finna go get a bucket, but I got 2-3 people attracting to me, and I have a shooter or a wide open teammate, I'm not gonna be mad at him trusting in his teammates. I can't do that.
But you know how like fun. The one way I would make LeBron over Michael is if LeBron went 110 every fucking game. Because no, imagine that. Because think about that. Because Michael did that. No, let me
Not at
finish.
this age.
Let me finish.
Not
this.
at this point in his career.
Every game, that man was out there to fucking kill you. Think about this, and he escaped injury, right? If LeBron did that, LeBron would be better than Michael Jordan by
How?
planets.
How?
By planets.
How?
If LeBron went 110 like Michael,
Would it be his?
because he's more naturally talented.
Would it be the difference? And literally only different. And you're talking about the way LeBron would play. Only different in his career was he'll have one more ring. And he'll beat the Mavericks. Every other year he still loses in the finals because every other year his team literally got beat by most of the time a better team. There was not one team that you said, but obviously excluding the Mavericks,
Yeah.
because he'll have one more ring if he plays like you're saying.
No.
If he goes his career like that.
Nah, let me give you this.
When
though.
other time will he win a ring?
I guarantee he could have put up more of a fight whenever Kyrie and Kevin Love were down. Because after that shit happened, look, the thing that also people don't point out, when LeBron sees that, like, shit, like, if I give 110, I might not make it. He doesn't. He gives like 80.
Don't say this.
He gives like 80.
That was they were talking about giving him the MVP.
That shit happens against
They
the
were
Spurs.
talking about, you can't say that.
That happened against the Spurs whenever Patty Mills started going off and Danny Green started going off. Whenever JR fucked
Mike,
up that
you
free throw
capping.
shit.
You capping.
LeBron didn't try the rest of those finals.
You capping, Mike.
He didn't.
Because look, the first year he went back to Cleveland and Kyrie and K-Love went out, they were still talking about, and they lost.
I know.
They were wanting to give LeBron the finals MVP in a loss. So you can't say that.
But Corey, think about this. He's more naturally talented than Mike, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And Mike went 110 every game, right?
Not this far into his career.
But that's his reputation, right?
Okay.
If LeBron had that from day one, that killer, that I'm the best, I'm the baddest dude in the world. I'm Michael Jordan. I dare you to try to fucking strap me up right now.
That would not change the outcome of his legacy right now. People are going to, because
disagree.
he still have, what does he have? 5 losses? Is it 6 losses?
I think it's 6.
He'll have 5 losses. So people will still say this man's got 5 losses.
You remember when LeBron was in Miami and they were wearing like the throwback Heat thing and they won like 27 straight games or some shit like that? LeBron was giving mans buckets. That was the most talented basketball player I've ever seen in my life, and it's not even close. And I was there when Kobe was going off in 2010 when we were little kids. It's not even close. But the thing that frustrates me is like that Heat team. Because what was the difference whenever they beat them in Game 7 the year before in 2013, and then when they lost in 2014?
The way they played, and then D Wade is also hurt.
But the thing is, like, yeah, even with the 70% D Wade, if you had LeBron going like he did, like all that time,
but he almost averaged 40, bro. He was almost averaging 40.
But it's not the same. It's not the same though, because no, I get you're averaging 40, but LeBron's also I don't know, man. It's great. He's doing great, but that's why he's 2. But I'm saying,
So, all right. Well, let me say this. First, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, the list. Shit. We haven't even got to that.
The list. We hit the ESPN list. Said it's terrible. One thing that I got to say, Mike wanted me to mention this. So we're talking about Klay Thompson. And here's my, like, I guess you want to call it like my dark horse prediction. If Klay doesn't come back before the All-Star game, the Warriors don't make the playoffs.
I can't even believe you can have that come out of your mouth.
And I'm willing to bet. But obviously the bet would be off if Klay comes back before All-Star break. And let me tell y'all why, because y'all probably think like, oh, I'm tripping. Every team, that 8 team that made the playoffs last year, every team got better. Like Denver, you're going to get better with more experience. They didn't lose anybody, and they're going to be more healthy. Portland, they added more of a defensive presence, and Hassan Whiteside brought back Rodney Hood. They're going to get better because he came at the end of the season and went off. So they'll be better. Houston, they got better. I mean, you guys can say the chemistry problems or whatever with the style they play, but at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook is a better player than Chris Paul right now, so they got better. Like, I don't care about what chemistry problems, because obviously the chemistry wasn't right with Chris Paul and James Harden. So Rockets will get better. Utah got extremely better. We don't even have to go over that. Like, we all know that they're finna be top 4, top 3 team. OKC, they got worse. That's a team that's going to be out of the playoffs last year.
Mention San Antonio.
San Antonio gets better because they'll be more healthy. You add a year to a team that stays together, they're going to get better. Clippers, obviously, they got way better. And then the team that didn't make the playoffs, obviously the Lakers, they got way better. So, also Dallas got way better. The Kings will get way better. I don't think the Kings will make the playoffs, but they got way better.
But Golden State still has Steph, bro.
And then,
so Steph.
Did I mention Dallas? I said Dallas, right?
Steph. That's all I gotta say. Steph.
But we seen how terrible they were with nobody else but Steph and Draymond. And I know they have D-Russ. but we seen how bad the Warriors look. Not Steph. Steph did his thing, but we seen how bad the Warriors look. They looked terrible. When Clay went out and it was just Steph and Draymond, they looked terrible.
People forget, dude. When Steph,
people looked at that team.
When Steph won those two MVPs,
go ahead.
That first one, Clay missed like more than 30 games, dog.
Okay.
With like some hand shit injury.
But
I remember that.
They also had,
because that was young Clay. That was before Waves Clay. That was just like straight bald fade Clay.
They had Harrison Barnes.
Bald fade Clay.
They had some other players. This year they lack depth. Terrible. Like they're terrible. No more Iggy. No more. My goodness. What was the backup point guard? I can't remember his name.
Levinson.
No more. He retires. No more Quinn Cook. Like they have no depth, and they didn't look like a playoff team in the finals. When Clay went out and it was just Steph and Draymond, they looked terrible. Pull up the footage, man. They looked terrible. They didn't look like a playoff team.
Well, yeah, because they just saw Kevin Durant, the best dude on the damn team, pop his career away,
and now he's gone.
And then they just see Clay, like one of the pillars of the fucking organization's whole history, pop his knee. And not only did he break, or not only did he tear his ACL, he came back and played on that bitch. Dude, no. I guarantee, look, my hot take is...
Wait, are we making this bet?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we're making this bet.
We're making this. It's a $20 bet, right?
It's a sucker bet.
Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this $20 bet. We're gonna do like a case of I don't drink soda, so Gatorade.
All right,
case of Gatorade.
All right, so look, my thing is, my even hot take. I think this is just real talk because Corey's over here capping about Golden State. My real talk is just the California teams alone. I'm not talking about the West rankings. It's the Clippers, Golden State, and then the Lakers.
Stop.
Because look, I don't know what I'm getting out of Bron. I don't know if he's like healthy. If he's healthy, LeBron, sure. But Bron doesn't really give a shit about the regular season. So he's saying, fuck the records, I'm resting to the playoffs, which is fair. He's old. He should be doing that. Man's at 37, 38 years old.
And he still gives you 27 resting to the playoffs.
Yes,
but okay.
fair. But he also got hurt last year. So I don't know how that shit's going to work out. Is his body going to be able to hold up? Or is it going to be an ankle this year? Or his neck this year? Or his back this year?
Or will it be better because he missed 2 months of basketball?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And then also I don't know about AD because AD didn't play like Anthony Davis last year because he said fuck the NBA last year. He said I want to go to LA. He said I don't give a shit about what I look like. I'm just trying to go to LA.
I have a question.
And then who the fuck else is on that team? Nobody.
Kuz.
I love Kuzma, but
and they have some role players. They got Avery Bradley,
Alex Caruso. Come on.
They got Avery Bradley. They got
JaVale McGee. You really gonna bank on JaVale McGee
as a role player? Yes, as a role player.
Caruso, as McGee. There's a reason why the Clippers said, "Get the fuck out of here, Avery Bradley."
Danny Green.
I love Danny. He's a Spurs legend, but Rondo. Man is inconsistent as hell. Rondo ain't the way Rondo used to be.
In this league, you need 2 to 3 stars. You need 2 to 3 stars in role players, and they have 3 stars in role players. I'm counting Kuz as a star.
So does Golden State, and so did the Clippers.
But none of Golden State's stars are better than any of the Lakers stars. But Kuz.
I take Steph over Anthony Davis.
You don't take Steph over LeBron.
But they're the same type of fucking player.
You don't take D-Russ.
They're the same type of tier. They're both superstars.
No, but LeBron's on a different level than both of them.
You throw out Steph, you automatically get at least 25 wins. You throw out LeBron, you're automatically getting at least 30, 35 wins. It's the same shit.
They're on a different level.
Yes, okay, but like...
But no. When you play...
Actually, no. No, they're not. Because right now, Steph is a 31-year-old prime point guard. LeBron is a 37-year-old coming off an injury. I don't know what he's coming with. I guarantee you LeBron's still going to be Bron, and he's still going to get these guys to the playoffs. But I'm not ready to sit here and be like, they're the best team in California. No. Because there's a team sitting in that Staples Arena with Kawhi Leonard, the baddest dude in the NBA right now, and Paul George, who no one can forget. Paul George was giving buckets to everybody last year.
Okay, so your take, if I'm going to get this straight, your take is you don't know what you're going to get from these Lakers players.
I have no idea what the fuck's going to happen with the Lakers.
So you're putting them number 3.
Yes.
My take is if I get a healthy LeBron, and obviously AD is, yes, if. And if AD is healthy, they're going to be the best. It's going to be a parade in LA. It's going to be a parade in LA. And
they winning
it's Clippers or the Lakers. And they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals.
Bro, I don't even think the Lakers would be.
Clippers versus Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. And it doesn't matter who wins that. Whoever wins that, that's where the parade will be. That's where the parade will be at the end of the year, at the end of the season.
I highly disagree.
Parade is going to be in LA.
I think if it's going to LA, it's the Clippers. It's the Clippers. Clippers are deep, and they have better superstars. They do.
They have better superstars.
I'm taking Kawhi over LeBron, and I'm taking Kawhi over fucking Anthony Davis.
Are you taking Paul George over AD?
Paul George and AD are right there.
I'm not.
They are. Based off of, bro,
Man,
you just said Anthony Davis was 6 and Paul George was 5.
That's off last year, but we're talking about players right now. Man got busted by Joe Ingles in the playoffs. You want to talk about playoffs and stuff? Paul George has never.
Hey, no, don't cap, because young Paul George gave the Heat problems.
No.
Roy Hibbert.
I was finna say Roy Hibbert gave the Heat problems, and that's because Chris Bosh went out, and then the other time he just gave him
Bro,
problems.
that was like 3 straight years that the Pacers and the Heat went like 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals.
They didn't go 7 games. The one time they went 7 games is because Chris Bosh went out and LeBron went.
And Paul George was hooping.
And LeBron said,
no, because you remember that one time
LeBron said Miami was going to lose because Roy Hibbert was like a top 2 center at the time.
Dunked on Braun. Remember that shit?
I remember. And then LeBron gave him a game-winning bucket.
Because then again, LeBron was in his prime and Paul George was like 21.
Gave him
coming out of Fresno State.
My point is, Paul George ain't never done anything in the playoffs.
You know, I didn't even think about that. Like, think about this. So, Paul George's coming out party was against Braun in the Heat. You know who's just like Paul George?
Who?
Jason Tatum. They're the same fucking player.
Oh, that's kind of true.
They're the same player because Jason Tatum came out and announced himself as I'm the future of the Celtics when he yammed on LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
And that was his mistake.
And then chest bumped him. He said, yeah, I'm Jason Tatum.
And then LeBron's like, sit down, puppy.
Yeah, but he's a dog, though. That's what I'm saying.
He's a puppy.
And Paul George grew up to be a top 6, top 7 NBA player right now.
This 1 year.
And now, I think Jason Tatum can do that shit.
I think he is on the way.
That's crazy. I don't think that's a parallel right there. Fuck. Jason Tatum's a younger Paul George.
Man, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the Bleacher Report list.
Basically, let's summarize.
Yeah, let's summarize this Bleacher Report. They got Michael Jordan first.
They got Bron 2. And then who else?
They got Kareem 3.
Yeah, Kareem 3. That's fair.
Magic 4.
Bird 5.
Bird 5. Only thing I don't like, they got Shaq 6. I would switch Bird and Shaq, and then I think that's a pretty good list. That's pretty much my list. I think that's good.
I think that the same way people slight Larry Bird is the same way people slight Steph Curry. They don't give him enough respect.
So they got the Tim 7.
Yeah, the controversy on this list was they put Kobe 14.
Yeah. So I told y'all 3-4 years ago I'll be like, yeah, he deserves it. He should be 8 to 10. I have him 8 to 10 in my list.
Wherever Tim Duncan is, Kobe should be right next to him.
Because Larry is 6. I think Larry should be 6, and then I think Wilt should be 7. And then Kobe is in that 8 to 10 spot. But they have Bill Russell at 8. They have Wilt Chamberlain at 9. I think Wilt needs to be higher than Bill. I mean, Bill used to... So, the thing with them two, Wilt used to give Bill buckets, but then lose the game.
But Bill, when he won all those rings, only played against like 6 other teams.
Yeah. So... I mean, but people put Bill there just off pure respect.
Yeah.
I mean, and Bill beat Wilt. He did, but Wilt used to give him buckets.
That's why another parallel between basketball and music. You gotta respect your OGs, or no one's gonna fucking listen to your music.
Yeah.
That's why whenever these, like, that fucking dumbass Lil Xan's like, Tupac. Who? Tupac sucks. Everyone's like, fuck this dude.
Yeah.
But, like, when you see these real rappers coming up, Kendrick, who did he get his cosign from? Dr. Dre. Who did J. Cole get his cosign from? Fucking Hove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So they got Steph at 10. Come on, Bleacher Report. That's terrible.
If you're a hoop fan and you don't respect Oscar Robinson, Elgin Baylor, Kareem, like even the 90s players, because that shit's like 30 years old now.
They got Hakeem 13.
What's your favorite area of basketball?
The 2000s. 2000s.
Mine's the 90s. And I didn't even watch it, but just watching like 30 for 30s and like highlights and shit like that, the 90s or the 2010s, those are my favorite. Because 2010s is when I grew up.
Yeah.
Right? So I had the Spurs obviously doing their thing. And then I love the Warriors, bro. I love watching Golden State.
Not with KD. Not this KD.
They changed the game. And I respect the fuck out of it. Like
terribly.
Steph Curry gave... because if you think about it, whenever we grew up in the NBA, we're short guys, right? Our hoop dreams are kind of dead come like 7th grade because we knew, all right, we ain't dunking, and I'm not big enough because I'm going to get bodied in the paint, so I better might shoot it. maybe I can be a Kyle Korver, but still, even then, Kyle Korver's like 6'6", JJ Redick's like 6'3". You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Steph Curry's 6 foot, a slight 190, right? Can't dunk, barely. Came from Davidson, changed the game. There's a reason why Trae Young's in the NBA today. It's because of Steph Curry. There's a reason why these guys are coming up now. Like, shit, Trae Young's 5'10".
I'm not disrespecting Steph, but I put an asterisk by KD and these Warriors the last two rings they got.
You put an asterisk, then fuck. Are you gonna say you're putting an asterisk by the first ring they won whenever K-Love and Kyrie were out and it was just Bron?
I didn't put an asterisk right there, even though, and it's crazy. Everybody was like, "Oh, LeBron still should have won that game." Even you told me this earlier. LeBron still should have won that game, even though he plays without his second and third best player, right? So them two out. It's LeBron and versus the Warriors from game 2 on, right? And people still like, it's LeBron's fault he lost. This year, fast forward to this year, KD, Clay out. No one cares about Steph. No one has that same energy that Steph should still win.
That's bullshit.
Finals.
You know why? Because you just came up to me and said, Steph Curry doesn't have finals MVPs, bro.
Yeah, it's 0. That's his downfall. And you don't keep that same energy. People is like, they still hate on LeBron. Like, he lost
because they're not the
against
same.
them.
Because you're anointing LeBron as the modern day Black Jesus. No one's saying that about Steph.
People put an asterisk by. People put an asterisk by this Raptors win, but they don't put an asterisk by the Warriors first win, and that's ridiculous. But okay, look,
Kobe 14 is bullshit.
They got Kobe 14, and I do think that's fairly.
Kobe should be right next to Tim Duncan. They're the same amount of MVPs, same rings, same impact at the same era.
Yeah, Kobe should be 8 to 10.
There is a fact I saw. It was this last finals. This was the first finals where without Kobe, LeBron, or Tim Duncan in
and
it.
D-Wade.
Think about that shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because Tim Duncan started in, 97, 96, 98, something like that?
It started from ever since, was it 01 or 99?
With the Spurs.
With the Lakers.
Because Spurs won it, 99, and then Lakers.
Miami.
Oh,
no, Detroit, Miami.
Yeah, but fucking Detroit beat Los Angeles.
Yeah. And then Miami. So that's why I added D-Wade, because D-Wade is in that Miami. And then the Spurs again. Kobe with the Lakers.
LeBron,
even in the losses,
Spurs.
And then LeBron until now. Spurs and was here. So, yes, it is kind of crazy.
They might be saying that shit. You could add Steph to that list, too, because, since 2014? Steph.
4 or 5 years. The last 5 years, because he has 2 losses.
Steph changed the game, man, and I respect that. I respect the shit out of it.
He did change the game. I don't respect what the Warriors did these last 3 years.
And people, old heads that want to talk crap about the NBA now, yeah, the regular season, no one cares. It's like 145 and 140. But come playoff time, those scores, you look at them as 92, 95, 88, 90. Because they're playing defense. They're like, shit, my salary's on the line right here.
Yeah.
My legacy right here is on the line. That's when Bron comes alive, right? I'm just saying, man, I wish Bron could do that all the time. If Bron did that all the time.
Why are you hating on LeBron? We wouldn't even talk about it. We go break you
all the time. If LeBron gave me that same playoff energy, man, he'd be so much better than Mike. With finals records aside, even if that just means he wins against the Mavs, I don't care. That would make him 4-5 or some shit like that.
Yes, he'll have 4 wins and
more losses. I'd still put him over Mike because look, LeBron.
So let me ask you this question: if he goes back to back, is he over Mike?
Back to back win
right now. These next 2 years, if he goes back to back,
he's got to show me. Yes, but he's got to show me that he's the dude. He's the reason why they're winning, not AD. And not because the East is weak. It needs to be.
West now.
It needs because LeBron can do it. I know he can. That's what's so fucking frustrating. It's like he can be the GOAT, but he chills too much and he plays narratives too much.
I disagree.
If LeBron, bro, training camp starts today. If LeBron comes with this energy, like, look, everybody move out of the fucking way.
No, don't. That's terrible basketball.
Listen, no.
Basketball
but he still has high enough IQ in certain situations to when it matters, he can flip the switch, right?
It's terrible basketball.
If he says,
just said a while ago,
I'm the king. Get out of my way. And no, look, if you're open, I'll pass it to you. But I guarantee you, if I have one-on-one, move out of the fucking way. I'm LeBron James.
Let me tell y'all why Mike is capping. Because he wants LeBron to play like that, but he just said he loves the Warriors basketball because one is like, oh, I don't got it, so let me pass it. And then he's like,
well, no,
oh, I don't got it.
I love Warriors basketball because it's real basketball. But I love, dude, you can't be a real NBA fan and say you love hero ball or you love real basketball more than hero ball. That's bullshit. Because whenever, like when Kobe went on his last game, man's getting 60. Yeah, he's old, and yeah, that shit was rigged. But that shit was
took 50 shots,
but
bro.
that shit was dope though, because it's like that one guy.
He took
that
50
one guy.
shots.
Whenever
it explains his career. That man took 50 shots.
Still had 60 and won the game. Still had 60 and won the game.
The Jazz was BSing, bro. They played the Jazz, bro. That man took 50 shots, bro.
I don't care, man. Ask. Come on, man.
Y'all let us know.
We went on for a minute.
We did go. This is a longer show, probably the longest one we have. So if y'all stuck with us,
happens when we talk about LeBron.
I appreciate y'all. And look, let's say this because this is a long show.
Yeah.
And so if y'all get to all the way, if y'all got this far, if you leave a comment under our Twitter or YouTube saying that I made it that far, we'll shout you out the next
for sure.
Episode.
We'll give you a shout out on the next one. And then just a couple of announcements if you made it this far again. We're going to try to get us up on Spotify this weekend.
Yeah.
We're going to also try to get us an intro video this weekend. And
for sure.
And a cover photo.
For sure. So you probably listened to us on YouTube so far, especially if you stuck this long in the show. And we really appreciate y'all for sticking this long. So like I said, the shout-outs are coming. If you made it this long, leave that comment. And then we're also going to put under this YouTube link, we're going to put the Spotify, and we're going to try to get the Apple Podcast too.
Yeah.
We'll leave those links in our YouTube bio under this episode. We're, of course, going to put that on Twitter, Snapchat, and IG. So y'all go ahead and do that. Give us some likes. Let us know how you feel. Who was capping? I know y'all probably gonna say both of us is capping about a few things, but
nah, they always call me capping out. But we'll see.
Yeah, so we took a poll last time about the TDE versus Dreamville, and TDE won.
Yeah. Hey, music is objective. What I gotta say.
So Michael, you capping a little bit, bro.
I'm a little butthurt, but it's all good.
People probably gonna say I'm capping about a few things I said.
You were capping about fucking Golden State, but it's all right.
We're gonna see at the end of the year if I was capping, and we do got that case of Gatorade on it. But like I said, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, listening to us. We're growing a little bit. We're growing a little bit. Subscribers are going up. Subscribe to us. Interact with us on Twitter. If you don't have one Twitter, we finna make this IG soon, probably this weekend. So follow us, and we following back. All that. No cap.
No cap.